Relax, Yukuriko Village. I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I booked an appointment to see Yosei. Alright, here we go. Oh, the phone is ringing. Hello, Ishigami speaking? Yo, Dice here! Did you call me, boy detective? Ah, yes! Sorry I couldn't answer. I hope I'm not calling back too late. No, it's alright. I'm sorry for bothering you at work. Work, I've been playing Pachinko. Just won a jackpot, actually. Pachinko? Well, I mean, it's kind of part of my job. I'm pretending to be a regular customer. Hey, you're investigating a casino? It's true! Just don't tell Kusei about it, okay? I'll pay you back with a drink or sometime. Right. Okay. So what can I do for you? Oh, I just wanted to try out the contact info you gave me. Seems like it worked. Boy detective, you heard too much. I bet you're a big hit with the ladies, aren't you? Anyway, I've got to get going. Talk to you later, boy detective. Dice is always exactly the same, even on the phone. Let's get back to work. Hello. Welcome. I've been waiting for you since I heard you were coming to visit. Ah, well, first I wanted to thank you for speaking with me the other day. And now I'm back. You can come visit me anytime. Come now, let's talk over there. Okay. What can I do for you today? Here, have you seen this man? What's that sketch? Someone else you're looking for? Yes, his name is Minoru Suzuki. Do you know him? No, I'm afraid not. Sorry. One of these days it'll work. Actually, I was wondering if I could borrow something from you. Oh, what would that be? A picture of Makoto. You want to borrow a picture of Makoto? Why? Well, I mentioned the other day that his disappearance may be connected to a case I'm investigating now. Oh yes, that's right. I should have thought about it before when I was here, but as I continued investigating, I realized I should try to get some more information about him. But all I had to go on was his name. With the photo, I can do a lot more. Maybe we'll be able to pick up on a new clue to help find him. Well? But you're... Yes? You're already working on a case. Are you sure you can take this on as well? Don't worry about it. It's just another photo to give people every time I meet someone new. Last time I was here, you said... You thought I might be able to reunite Makoto and Junko. Right, I almost forgot for a second those are the two names here, which throws me for a loop every single time. And well, I'd really like to do that. Thank you so much, on their behalf. Oops. I seem to have accidentally... Okay, there we go. Activated fast forward mode. So tell me about Junko. I have to tell you something. The nurse told Junko about your visit here the other day. Oh, so the caregiver spilled the beans. I guess that's reasonable. I'd do the same thing if I were a caregiver. She was surprised that she asked me if you had asked anything weird about our family. What did you tell her? But after I told her about how much fun I had chatting with you, she seemed to relax a bit. She smiled and said she was glad I had a nice conversation with you. I don't think I've seen Detective Kuze smile. It's not easy to imagine. So, give me the photo. I just have to say thank you again for keeping the search for Makoto alive. I'm sure Junko would be pleased. Now, as for a picture... Yeah, I know it's short notice, so if you don't have a picture ready, it's okay. I'm really sorry about the short notice. No, it's okay, but... What's the but? What's wrong? A photo. Do I have one? You don't have a photo of your own son? I hope she'll let me borrow a picture of Makoto. We'll examine the surroundings. Just like last time, there are a number of elderly men and women sitting around chatting. Well, do you have a photo? I wonder if something happened. I guess that's just the detective in her looking out for me and making sure I'm okay. Anyway, I hope you don't mind. Ah, no, it's fine. I heard that Detective Kuze is very thorough and a fine investigator. Oh, is that so? That's nice to hear. Alright, now about... Okay, I guess we're going to the Junko route. I'm relieved dear Junko is doing well at her job. Alright, now we think. I hope she'll do borrow a picture. Alright, we're gonna use the phone. Never mind. We're gonna show her this picture. I'm sorry, I don't know that person. Alright, we're gonna look at you. Perhaps your body language betrays something. This is Yusa, Junko and Makoto's grandmother. Well, give me the photo. What is it? A photo. Okay, give me observations. Come to think of it, back when Junko was in high school, she came rushing home one day saying she'd seen Makoto. I think this is the same story Kamihara told me. Now I don't know if it was really him, but Junko was insistent that it was Makoto. Okay. Junko was absolutely convinced that she'd seen Makoto. Junko became a detective because of what happened with Makoto, right? How did you know that? I'm surprised that she'd share that with someone outside the family. She's placing a lot of trust in you, detective. Sorry, I didn't hear it from Junko directly. A co-worker of hers told me that. Oh, well, that's a different story. I can't imagine her telling anyone. That's why I was so surprised. I wonder who the blabbermouth is. I'll ask Junko about it next time. Okay, hopefully that doesn't backfire. Uh-oh, I have a feeling Kamihara will take some heat for that. Oh, speaking of Junko, she's been busy cleaning up because our old house will be demolished soon. I can't tell you how many trips she's made to salvage our old stuff and prepare the place. When she stopped by here the other day, she brought all kinds of stuff. Ah. Hmm? It just occurred to me that you've come at an exceptionally good time, Detective. What do you mean? What makes it a good time? Well, excuse me, nurse. How can I help you, Yosei? Can you do me a favor and bring me the photo album from my room? The one Junko brought the other day. Oh yes, of course. The one she brought in. I'll get it for you right away. I have a nice picture of Makoto from when he was young, of course. Yeah, that's great. A photo of him from back then will be perfectly fine. I'm glad to hear it. We'll just have to wait a moment for the nurse to bring it here. Yes, of course. Somehow we left this album back at the old house when Junko brought it here to me. It was left behind. Yes, well, understand that after Makoto disappeared, I guess we sort of gave up on family photos and forgot about the album. Kind of a weird reaction. You'd almost expect the opposite of like, well, he's not here anymore, better preserve the photos, but people can be weird in reaction to trauma. Is that so? After we spoke the other day, a lot of my memories of Makoto came flooding back. Then Junko showed up with this photo album. I guess I was a little bit afraid to even open it. To be honest, I didn't even want to look at it, but then... Well, my eggplant-carrying detective friend came back to borrow a picture of Makoto. I really did show up at the perfect time. I suppose it's easy to avoid hard things for a while, but someday you'll have to face up to them. I tried to tell myself that at first, but then I got cold feet. I was just so sad about what happened to Makoto. Do you ever look back to your old family photo albums? No, I don't remember doing that. I'm not sure if I even have photo albums. Oh my. Do I have photos? I might have one tucked away somewhere. I'll be sure to look for it soon. Good for you. Could I have left it at the office? Yosei, I found the album you wanted. It's this one, right? Yes, that's it. Thank you. If you need anything else, just call. I'll be over there. Oh, look at young Junko and Makoto. I remember this like it was yesterday. And you know, these photos are from just around the time Makoto. Hey, Yosei. Oh yes, I remember this. I don't think she's listening to me. She looks so happy while she's browsing the photo album. Maybe we shouldn't disturb her? I don't know. I'd love to see her and Makoto and Junko reunited. I hope I can play a part in making that happen. Is something wrong? Oh no, this picture of Makoto showing off his bandages just brought back a memory. He was the kind of boy who always laughed things off, even if he was hurt or being teased, or you're just so honest and a little too good to be true. But I'll tell you a story. One day, Junko was crying because a naughty boy in the village had been mean to her. When Makoto found out, he chased down the boy and shouted, "Don't make Junko cry." The boy apologized and ran off. Makoto turned to run back home, but immediately tripped and fell face first into some rice paddies. Oh, he was covered in mud and all scratched up. We took a picture of him with all the bandages on. Yeah, take a look. Thanks, let's see. Okay. Huh, what a dashing young man. I suppose that's... Look at this one of them eating watermelon. Oh yes, look at Makoto there. Oh, well, he's all scratched and bruised. Right, that's what I was telling you about. He's in tough shape, but he's smiling and he looks happy. Yeah, field day. Is this photo from a field day or something? It looks like some kind of relay race. Yes, Makoto was fast, but he wasn't good at passing people. I see. I guess that's somewhat revealing of his personality. What's going on here? It looks like he's like come face to face with a wild boar. Whoa, a piggyback ride. That's a little Junko. Isn't she adorable? That cute little face. Yeah, it is weird seeing Junko as a youngin'. I mean, obviously, logically she had to have been at some point, but still. This one looks like it was taken on his first day of middle school, is that right? Yes, it was. Doesn't he look cute in his school uniform? Yeah, he does. A picture of Makoto giving Junko a piggyback ride is my favorite. But the one below that where he's all scratched up, that one's good too. I guess we can just kind of look or ask. Go ahead, take a look at the album. I guess we'll look just in general. Just like last time, there. I guess maybe we need to look in more detail at maybe the piggyback ride. These are definitely both good pictures. Right? I noticed Junko is wearing the same hair clip in both of them. Did she like this one? Oh, you look upset. What's the matter? Junko got that hair clip from her mother. Ah. It was the last gift she ever received from her mother. Junko treasured it and wore it all the time. I see. Imagine she still treasures it. Well, I'm sad to say that she lost it. Lost it, eh? Oh. She always thought it was Junko's treasure. On Junko's 9th birthday, the day Makoto disappeared. That was also when she lost her precious hair clip. Oh. Yeah, she came home crying that night and she didn't have the hair clip. We never did find it. So poor Junko lost both her beloved brother and a precious memento from her mother at once. I see. Detective Kuze. I feel terrible for Junko. So much tragedy in her life. Yes, but she's always had a positive outlook. She never wanted to cause trouble for anyone, even when she was suffering deeply. My husband and I tried our best to care normally for her sake. Yeah. Seems like they provided a supportive family. Junko was always putting on a brave face for us. She still does it to this day, I think. So a tragic misunderstanding caused Junko to quarrel with her beloved brother. And the same day she lost her precious hair clip given to her by her deceased mother. Ugh. Tragic. Yet she bravely soldiered on for her brother's sake, and for the sake of her family. I'm more determined than ever to find Makoto. For Yusei, and for Junko. She always wore it was Junko's treasure. We must find Makoto. Have you decided which picture of Makoto to borrow? Oh, not yet, sorry. Which one should I take? I think these are the best to pick from. Let's think about this. We must find Makoto. Okay, which one do we want? I don't know, to an extent, I don't know. I'm leaning towards this one, honestly. Like, it's a more sort of candid looking picture. So like, for example, with this one, you get... Obviously, with any of them, you get his general, like, look and whatever, so you can, like, show people, like, hey, do you know this guy? Although even that is kind of limited because... I mean, this is years and years, decades later. So... Obviously, most people still resemble themselves from middle school, and you'd be able to, you know, look at the current person, look at a picture of them from middle school, and be like, oh, yeah, I see how those two ended up coming together. But obviously, most people do look a bit different. Okay. Aging is a thing. I think with this one, like, this is where I was leaning towards first, but then I'm like, no, it's like a posed picture, so that all it gives you is the appearance. This, like, you see, like, how his, you know, his reaction, the eyes, a more sort of realistic, everyday sort of condition. Additionally, the baseball cap. Now, I could be off on this, and who knows, maybe someone should do, like, a study on this. I started wearing baseball caps a bit recently. On occasion, because, like, you know, this hair style, like, it's not hard to do, but it does take some degree of effort, and sometimes, you know, you don't have the time, or you don't really feel like doing it, or if it's a case where it's like, I'm at home, I'm not streaming or anything, I'm not going out anywhere for a day, so I'll still shower, usually, but, you know, I'm not gonna do my hair up to, like, just sort of exist, and for no one to actually see it. But if then it turns out, oh, I need to run out to the supermarket to get something, then I'll slap on a hat, typically. Because my hair is not very flattering if it just lays flat, I'll be honest. It actually looks a bit like this guy's, honestly. But I did find when I started wearing a baseball cap is like, and maybe I'm off base with this, I could be wrong, but I felt like I put on the baseball cap and it feels like it adds like 5 to 10 years to like my apparent visible age. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. Who knows, maybe I should wear one on stream sometimes and you guys can tell me if I'm correct in that assessment. Anyways, the point being, he's wearing a baseball cap here, so that adds like 5 to 10 years on his age. Like, I even feel like it's the case here. Like this, 15-year-old. This, he's at least 20, maybe 25 with that hat on. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. So we're going with this picture, I think. How about this one? It's a little goofy. Okay, fine, woman. Think you know better than the professional detective. Okay, you want me to get the entrance samurai in your photo, don't you? Oh, this one. Yes, I'd say this is the photo where Makoto looked the most like himself. You should take this one with you. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. I'll just borrow it for a little while. Of course, thank you for keeping the search for Makoto going. Take care, Eggplant Detective. I'll do my best. Hold on, I just need to check something real quick. Okay, looks like it. Sorry, I thought there might have been an error with the Twitch stream. Looks like it's still in working order though, so no need to be concerned. Okay. What was I doing? Probably thinking. Nope. I love that picture of Makoto so much. He has such a big silly grin. Yes, it's a wonderful picture. And look at the cherry blossoms in full bloom. Oh, yes. You found just the right picture. I'm so glad. Have you seen this man? I'm sure I'll see him again. That is what we call wishful thinking. Of course! He's been missing for like 2 decades at this point. Yeah, I mean, we'll try our best, but don't get your hopes up. When Junko brought this album here for me. I asked her if she'd rather keep it with her after all. It's mostly filled with memories of her and Makoto. But she said she'd come visit here if she ever wanted to look at it. Well, that's lovely. Does Junko come to visit often? Oh yes, she loves to stop by when she has time. But she is busy as work, so I hope she gets enough rest. She was actually here this morning, you know. Whew, you're a mess. She says it's easy to visit because it's only a short motorcycle ride for her. I don't know if she rides motorcycle. Or did I know? She comes by motorcycle. Oh, Junko rides a big fancy motorcycle. I was shocked the first time I saw it. Couldn't believe she rides it. Wait a minute, hold on. There was a we found a motorcycle at the scene of the crime. Or no, we didn't find it. We found a witness who attested to seeing a motorcycle at the scene of the crime, or near to it, the night of the crime. We reported that to Junko, but she covered that up. She didn't report that to Kamahara. What's the innocent explanation of that? That's odd. I mean, maybe she's just against profiling motorcycle riders just on principle. But could there be a self-serving motivation? Did she ride her motorcycle here today? Yes, every time she comes to visit, it's by motorcycle. Of course, I'm always worried about her riding it. Junko rides a big motorcycle. So Detective Kuze rides a motorcycle. Is that surprising? Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, now that I have the picture of Makoto, I should probably leave. Okay, yeah, let's get back to the office. Thank you again for all your help. It's really valuable. And thanks for lending the picture of Makoto. You're welcome, and thank you for helping me to try to find Makoto. I'm sure Junko will be happy to hear about your efforts. I tell her to say thank you, but... No, don't do it! You don't have to tell Junko. I know, it's okay. I'll keep quiet. Thank you, now if you'll excuse me. Come back anytime. So Kuze rides a motorcycle. Not that that's uncommon nowadays. Oh, I've got to remember to put away that picture of Makoto. Hey, anyone seen this man? There's no one to show it to. The picture is precious to you, say, and important to my case. I mustn't bend it. It might be a good idea to tuck it into my notebook right away. Probably should check the notebook then. Let's see, I should have an open page around here somewhere. Let's put it with the sketch of Minoru Suzuki. I'm glad I got the photo, but I'm not sure how much a picture from Makoto's childhood will inform the case. Perhaps it's a good time to check with, Ayumi. Yes. Perhaps it's a good time to check with Ayumi. No, that's not it. I've got it. I should go see Inspector Kamada and ask him if he can provide a sketch of Makoto for comparison. Let's get to the police station right away. I'd also like to see how Kamada's doing. Okay. Why would we need a sketch of him if we already have his picture? That's a sketch associated like a... Well, we think he probably looks like this now. Welcome back! So how's your side of the investigation doing? Or going, rather. Well, it's really just getting started. He seems like he's back to his usual self today. What's that? You didn't look so hot the last time I saw you. Oh, you noticed. I suppose that's just you being a good detective. It was incredibly obvious. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I slipped a disc. Slipped a disc? You're having back issues? That's right. Ow. I'll tell you the truth, I dropped my wallet in the car the other day on my lunch break. I fell right into that gap by the seat, you know. I had to get out of the car and try to wedge my arm down there. Couldn't lose that 3,500 yen. Isn't 3,500 yen like 35 bucks? And a slip disc ensued? Sheesh, getting old must suck. So that's why you weren't around during all that fuss about Megumi. That's right, I was in no shape for that. It makes sense. But now I'm all rested up, feeling much better. I'm glad to hear it. I know back pain can be tricky. You don't know nothing, you young whippersnapper. You wait till you're my age, then you'll understand back pain. Back pain, tricky. From Iron Inspector Kamada, not a chance. Iron Inspector? But you threw out your back reaching for your wallet in a drive-thru. Asked around, but no one at the station would give me a straight answer about what happened to you. Good, I asked him to keep it quiet about it. Can't let the Iron Inspector's reputation take a hit. Ah. Of course, I didn't bother asking Kuze to keep quiet. That would have been pointless. Yeah, I can't see her playing along with this Iron Inspector scenario. Well, I appreciate the concern, and I'm sorry to have worried you. Yeah, just be careful with that wallet. Not to worry, I've already replaced it with one that's chained to my belt. It costs 3,480 yen. So what can I do for you today? I'm afraid I don't have any new info on the case. Have you seen this man? I hope you can get good use of that sketch for your investigation. Have you seen this man? What's going on with you in this photo? Well, it's not strictly related to the case. But I need a sketch of what this child might look like now. It's been about 18 years. Well, I don't mind helping Mr. Tsugi. He has always treated me well, so I'm happy to oblige. Thank you! This way, follow me. Alright, this artist can help you out. She also drew the sketch of Minoru Suzuki. Nice to meet you. I'm Suzuru Ishigami from the Utsugi Detective Agency. Hello. Great, you can take it from here. Yes, sir. Gotta go now, Ishigami. Good luck. Yes, thank you. Who is the subject of the sketch, boy detective? A missing person. Boy detective? Can't I call you boy detective? Who is the subject of the sketch, boy detective? I'm a huge fan of your work. That's a sketch of Minoru Suzuki. I remember it well, seeing as I'm the one who drew it. Can you make a sketch of what this boy would look like after 18 years? Oh. Yes, just a moment. We're getting some real forensics now. Here you go. That'll do, right? What? How? That's Detective Kuze's brother, right? The boy in the picture? Yes, it is, but... That's the sketch I just gave you. It's nice, isn't it? Detective Kuze also asked me to draw a sketch of what her brother would look like now. So I'm just giving you a copy of it. That works for you, right? Yes, thank you. Well then, thanks. So Detective Kuze had the same idea that I did. That makes sense. But I bet she wouldn't be thrilled to know that I'm doing this. She might call me in again. Don't worry, I won't tell Detective Kuze about this. Oh! You know I'm being secretive. I hope you find Makoto. Yes. So, do you know the story about Makoto? Well, yes, Detective Kuze and I have been working together for a while. And she explained a few more details when she asked me to draw the sketch for her. That must have made it easy to draw the sketch, huh? That's right. I know Detective Kuze pretty well, and I've developed a little theory about something. You won't want her to know what you're helping her track down Makoto, do you? Very sharp, this one. I can't imagine how awful it must have felt for Detective Kuze to lose her brother. Were Detective Kuze and I really thinking the exact same thing? Detective Kuze is too serious. When she asked me to sketch Makoto, she was so apologetic. I think she was worried that it wasn't technically related to a case, but she's a detective, you know? She could have just said, it's a secret, do it. But she wouldn't have done that. The fact that she asked, I think it shows that she was desperate for help. Yes, Detective Kuze seems like she always plays it by the book. True, but more than that, I think she likes to keep her private matters private. I think she can appreciate help, but she doesn't want others to get caught up in her mess, you know? Yeah. I'm not sure I'd go so far as to say she's shy. I can't imagine how awful it must have felt. I'm pretty sharp, right? Sure. I feel like I've got to know what Detective Kuze is really like. Hey, boy detective. Hello, boy detective. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just thinking. You seemed a bit tired, you okay? Because it's great to be a hard worker, but everyone needs rest. You should go get some. You know, you're right. I am feeling strange exhausted. It's definitely time for me to leave. Thank you so much for helping me with this. It's much appreciated. Of course. Now you just need to find Makoto. We're counting on you, boy detective. Yes, ma'am. Now if you'll excuse me. Now that I have the sketch, I don't need to use the picture of Makoto. After all, I don't want to mess it up. It's precious to Yusa and Detective Kuze. Anyway, it's getting dark. I should head back to the office. Oh, am I getting a phone call? Hello? Hello, she got me here. Hey, boy detective! Oh, we've got a big problem. What? What is it? I'm going broke in Pachinko. I need some cash. Yeah, that's how they get you. Just kidding. He came to Kufuku Station right now, boy detective. Oh, sure. Great, I'm headed to a certain place and I want you to come with me. Okay, got it. Wait, like a store or a restaurant or... He'll find out when you get here, boy detective. Okay, I'll be right there. I'll be waiting. What is this all about?